supposed to.
Yeah, in general, if you just drop it like that, it will be floating. But if I want you to dig, you're gonna have to activate the wrist. If you're looking for sound, because here will always be superficial. This will be superficial.
So you're actually like pressing in a little bit, almost with the arm.
This is no pressing at all, dropping it and letting it fall. If I will do that, then I will play always this volume. Which is not bad, but if I want, then I need to have.
And that's driven by the arm, right? Like you're kind of pressing in.
Here, forearm and wrist.
Like this motion?
No, here, from here to here.
Okay. Alright, so let me see if I can imitate this real quick to make sure I get it. So it's this, and then there's... Oh yeah, that's a huge difference.
Correct.
And you can actually play quite relaxed here too.
Correct. Your wrist gets locked a little bit more. No locked, but like active. I would call it active.
It's like the opposite of like the old way of doing this, you know, that Parkinson stuff, you know.
Correct.
Okay. That's so cool. Okay. This is so much fun. Okay. Show one more time, and then I think we're good. What is it that Paco does to? Because you set up the angle of the guitar for that engagement to not have to be a lot, but what is Paco doing? That's still a little unclear.
Paco leans the guitar this way. Paco leans the guitar this way. Sometimes.
How does that help with engaging though?
Depends on whether he's sitting with cross-legged.
If he's doing cross leg here,
Yeah.
then he does this. Why? Because this helps bring the shoulder to the level of this part here closer versus farther back. You're farther
And that's
back.
less secure.
It's less secure because the elbow is doing counterweight. When you move forward, then all of a sudden that brings you to this versus that.
But it's partly to do with...
Maybe I'm not being clear. Yes. The leg like this, if you play like this, you can. And if you have gravity, but then you don't have enough engagement because it's like you're having a figure on the couch, you know?
Yeah.
All this open space plus breaststroke is not secure.
See, this? He will lower the guitar here.
That shift he does, like he'll be playing a chord. Remember I sent you a photo of this, and then he makes the shift. Let me see that one more time.
So he does like...
I'm gonna do it from this angle. Since we're on the subject of engagement, is part of the reason that as you shift from there's more volume, is that because like there's more like
nail contact.
nail and fingertip, right?
Yeah, and you go through it, you know.
And so is that
when
causing the string to be depressed a bit more? Like,
Yeah,
is it being
correct.
pushed in? Okay.
That's exactly what the ramp does. It's as you pass the finger, this is the ramp, as you pass the finger to the string, it pushes the string in.
Yeah, I suppose if you're perpendicular, you're not. I mean,
Your
it's
release
different
is
from
quicker.
breaststroke, but yeah,
But
you're
your
not-
release is quicker too.
the only option would be kind of like really press in, whereas when you're at an angle,
Which is
then-
what Aniello Desiderio does. He likes that. He likes doing that.
So in that case, then the volume has to come a bit more from the fingers, which might limit you a little bit. Well, I don't want to say limit, but
yeah, to each his own. Like it doesn't limit him.
I can't help but wonder if it makes. It just seems like it would be harder to drive so much of that from the fingers. But if it's working for him, you know, God bless. I'm not judging
Yeah.
that.
I told you many videos before about that exercise that I did of just by getting 2 strings, I changed versus this. So it gives in this direction, and there's some motion in on the string as a result. Here, I'm just pulling out. Here, it's getting pushed in a little bit. And then to avoid the hitting the adjacent lower string, you just bring the hand forward. But you're still moving this way versus this. But engagement don't necessarily equate all the time to volume. You can still be engaged and be soft.